Hey there, it's Wade Price with eXp Realty, and welcome to my channel where every week I dive into everything you need to know about living your best life in the Nashville area. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a like, because trust me, you're going to want to stick around for all of this. And don't forget to drop me a comment. I love to hear the comments and get some feedback. Today we're talking about some of the challenges you might face if you're considering a move to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. While it's a growing city with lots of appeal, it's not perfect. And that's what we'll discuss in this video. Let's dive in. And as we go along, I'd love to hear your thoughts. So drop comments below if you've experienced any of these issues, or if you found a solution to some of these issues that Murfreesboro might have. First, let's talk about the weather in everywhere in Tennessee. Summers here are long, hot, and sticky. And how do you handle the humidity? You need a good AC. You need to jump in the lake. Summers hit around 90 to 95 degrees, humidity 80%. That means you can break a sweat just stepping outside. So you need a strong AC system. Some people use dehumidifiers inside their homes. And of course, jump in the pool or jump in the lake. There's plenty of lakes around to cool off. But that's just a warning, it is hot here. And on top of that, allergy season can be brutal here. Pollen counts, especially in the summer, are high and can make life miserable for those with seasonal allergies. And if you suffer from allergies, you probably already know the struggle: itchy eyes, sneezing, feeling like you have a cold for months at a time. And so over-the-counter allergy medicines help, and sometimes you might need to get some medicine for a doctor. So if you had that, just be aware. Then we have winters. While they're relatively mild compared to northern states, they can be unpredictable. One day it's 50 degrees and you're playing golf, and the next you might have, ice on your windshield, or you might have snow. It does snow from time to time, and it can cause chaos on the roads. Tennessee drivers aren't exactly known for their snow driving skills. And if you've had to navigate in Tennessee in the snow, you know what I'm talking about. And let's don't forget, Middle Tennessee is 54 inches of rain a year. That's higher than the national average. So you can get a lot of wet days during the summer. Flash flooding can also be a problem in certain areas. If you lived here for a while, you probably know that. If you haven't lived here, just be prepared, rain boots and an umbrella from time to time. Nothing outrageous, but you do need to be ready for that. Next, the cost of living can sneak up on you in Murfreesboro. It might seem affordable compared to Nashville. The costs are rising. Housing is one of the biggest factors. The median home price is around $425,000, and for new construction in popular neighborhoods like Blackman or Indian Hills, you're looking at $500,000 to $600,000 range. Rent isn't cheap either, with a typical two-bedroom apartment averaging $1,600 to $1,800 per month. But it's not just housing. The cost of living in Murfreesboro is creeping up in other areas as well. Groceries and utilities are also higher than the national average. Not a great deal, but some. You'll find yourself spending a little more on the basics like electricity, especially during those hot summers when the AC is working overtime. Many residents are seeing their electric bills shoot up to $200, $300 per month during the peak summer months, so you need good insulation. So, you might need to look for ways to cut down on that cost. Just be smart, and there are ways to budget and make sure your home is prepared for that. Gas prices also fluctuate, often sitting 10 to 20 cents higher than the national average. And if you have a long commute, this adds up quickly. Car insurance rates in Tennessee aren't the cheapest either. They're not terrible. And with more people moving here, traffic accidents and congestion are increasing. And then again, let's talk about dining out. While Murfreesboro has some great restaurants, eating out isn't as cheap as it used to be. A meal for two at a mid-range restaurant can easily set you back $50 to $70, and even fast food prices are going up, everybody knows. So you may have noticed an increase in your grocery or dining expenses everywhere, but in Murfreesboro is no different. Next up, the traffic is a growing problem. If you thought Murfreesboro would have less traffic than a big city, think again. With over 160,000 residents and counting, the infrastructure hasn't quite kept up. Highway 231 and I-24 corridor can be a nightmare during rush hours. In construction projects, they seem endless. Commute times average 28 to 40 minutes, but if you're heading to Nashville for work, prepare for delays, especially on Fridays or after a Titans game. Let's talk about the construction zones. Have you ever noticed how roadwork projects seem to drag on forever? I don't know if it's just Tennessee. It feels like as soon as one project wraps up, another one begins. The never-ending lane closures and detours can make an already frustrating commute even worse. If you're looking for shortcuts or back roads to avoid the worst of traffic, you might find some, but they're hard to find because everybody else wants to do the same thing. Another factor making traffic worse is the increasing population. More people means more cars on the road, and public transportation options are still quite limited. If you tried carpooling, biking, or other alternative ways to commute, that's great. That's one way to beat that hack. And let's not forget parking. If you've ever tried finding a decent parking spot in downtown Murfreesboro, you know the struggle is real. So, you might have to ride around for 20 minutes. You might have to park and walk a little bit. For outdoor lovers like myself, Murfreesboro can feel a bit limited. Sure, there's Barfield Crescent Park and the Greenway system, but serious hikers often drive an hour to spots like Cedars of Lebanon State Park or Fall Creek Falls, which is beautiful. Water activities, you're looking at a trip to Percy Priest Lake or Tim's Ford Lake, 30-minute drive. If you're looking for a good biking or running trail, the Stones River Greenway offers a decent option, but if you want more variety or challenging terrain, you may need to travel. Just be prepared for that. You can't just go out to the neighborhood parks. You might have to drive some. Murfreesboro also lacks a large adventure style park. So if you're into rock climbing, zip lining, or extensive trail networks, you might find yourself driving to places like Montgomery Bell State Park, which is about an hour, or Rock Island State Park. So if you visit any of these, they're great places, but just know you'll have to drive a little bit. And so if you got favorite outdoor activities, just do your research before moving here. There are places, there are things to do, but do your research and make sure they have activities, within a reasonable driving distance that you can access. And shopping, it's decent. Murfreesboro is home to the Avenue and Stones River Mall, but if you're looking for upscale shopping or a wide variety of stores, you'll likely need to head to Nashville. And big name brands are here. Specialty boutiques or high-end retailers are sparse. For example, if you're hunting for something unique for your home, options like Restoration Hardware or Pottery Barn are out of reach locally. If you love boutique style shopping, you may find limited options in town. Many residents turn to Amazon, Wayfair, or weekend trips to Nashville for a better decision. That being said, Murfreesboro does have some fantastic local shops and small businesses worth checking out. Do your homework. There's a lot of great places in town, just not the big name stuff, the big name stores. So you might enjoy that even more. Next up, nightlife or the lack of nightlife. If you're a night owl, you might feel the pinch here. Local options include spots like Mayday Brewery or Hop Springs, but the choices are limited. Late night dining, many places close by 9 or 10 p.m., leaving fast food as your main option. So for those who enjoy live music, you might have better luck heading to Nashville or a late night dinner. That being said, there are some local bars and breweries that host live performances, so you can find those. Just know that your options are a little bit limited, so you might have to go to Nashville, but there are some local places you might enjoy too. And for someone who enjoys a good cocktail lounge, dance club, or upscale bar, unfortunately options are limited here. But you can go to Nashville. There are some places, with the university, they're kind of a younger crowd you might enjoy. If you love those kind of things, try it out. You might like it. If not, head to Nashville. It's not that far, drive at night. So there you have it, some of the not so great aspects of living in Murfreesboro. Of course, no place is perfect, and Murfreesboro still has a lot to offer. If you're thinking about making a move or want to explore your real estate options anywhere in Middle Tennessee, I'd love to help. Feel free to reach out anytime. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And if you have any questions about moving to Murfreesboro or anywhere else around the Nashville area or anywhere in Middle Tennessee, just text me or call me anytime at 615-436-5995. I can chat about this area all day long. And you can email me at wade@wadepricehomes.com. Helping people find their dream home here is what I love to do. And if you'd like to schedule a phone call or Zoom meeting, scan the QR code in the banner or check the description box below. It should have the information there. Again, I'm Wade Price with eXp Realty, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay happy, stay curious, and keep dreaming big, and I'll see y'all soon.